Hi Virgo, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Virgo from October the 18th through the 24th. So happy birthday to the last bit of Libra, and happy birthday to the early Scorpios that start up here on the 22nd. So what I'm doing now is just shuffling in, and I'm going to be pulling the different stacks for the Sun, Rising, and Moon side, and I'll read those at the end of the base. And while I'm shuffling and getting these cards in order, I'll talk to you about the astrology for this week. If you have Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, or Gemini in your chart, and even maybe bits of Libra, then this would be a really very interesting read for you, and you may want to go and take a look, because this week really belongs to those particular signs. We start the week off with Aries. Of course, you guys know that on Wednesday we have the new moon, technically in Aries, but it is going to switch into the sign of Taurus late in the afternoon. Okay, so that's going to be a big energetic day for people. Of course, Monday we have Jupiter coming out of retrograde. We also have Mercury coming out of retrograde going direct. You're going to see a little bit more placement probably Friday the 22nd when it transitions into Scorpio season as far as those are concerned. But we do have that whole shadow period, so it could be again up towards the end of the month for some people. It just kind of depends on where some things are for you. Okay, energetically, the best days of the week are technically Friday the 22nd and Sunday the 24th. There's some really gorgeous sexy trines that are happening on that particular day, so just be aware of that and cognizant of that. And then like I said, the couple of days that seem that they might be a little bit wonky as these things start to go direct could be Monday, because we do have the energy of Chiron in Aries with Aries on that Monday. So if maybe it's not you, maybe it's someone that's in your family, whatever the case may be. This is suitable for cross-watching. I just encourage you to make sure that you're watching all of them. Of course, if something in this reading doesn't resonate completely, please make sure that you're taking a look at your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And I always encourage the North Node so that you can kind of get on track with what's going on with your agreement, okay? If you have any questions about what that is or you need support with that, make sure that you hit the description box below, and I'd be more than happy to book an appointment to help you with that. But, well, it definitely is not all of these. Sorry, guys, fat fingered that. So, we do have, like I said, a couple of really juicy trines that are happening. Now, here's one of the reasons why Monday is a great day. We have Mars energy, which is pushy and aggressive. That's having this conversation with Libra, who's trying to balance it out. So we need this change to happen, but how do we do it in a balanced way? And that trine is happening with Jupiter in Aquarius. So Jupiter is the energy of expansion, right? We always talk about that, the Wheel of Fortune energy, if you will. So the Wheel of Fortune energy that we have is talking about expansion. It's also talking about wisdom, okay? And learning, but it is also talking about abundance. So abundance doesn't always just have to be money or pentacles. Abundance can be time. It can be resources, people, conversations, being at the right place at the right time. Woohoo! We got all of them in order. That will support you. How do you want me to do this? 1, and then these two both get 2. Got it. Thank you. So that's what those conversations are about. And then Aquarius is talking about the like being inventive and creative. So there's an opportunity for some new things to be happening for you. Okay. So we've got the piles for Sun, Moon, and Rising here on the side. I will read those at the end of the reading, and we're going to start getting into the details here with our sacred geometry for all Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now we also do have a sexy trine that shows up on Tuesday, because we have Venus having a conversation with Sagittarius. So that go, go, go energy. Ooh, let's do this. That whole push forward, that adventure, that adventurous side of the things that need to be able to happen. And it is having that conversation with Aries. So it's a lot of self-will towards trying to get new things done, right? On Wednesday, when we have the full moon, like I said, it's kind of a wonky day for some people. I have to be honest with you. That's why it's not the best energetic day. The best thing that I can say is that the conversations that are happening between Jupiter in Aquarius and the energy that's happening with Libra, trying to get some things balanced out, is how the placement of the action and the activity is really going to happen for you, because there is this opposition with the sun in Libra at that moment, having this conversation with Aries. So there's a lot of push. The universe is like pushing things forward. So that's one of the days that comes up. Thursday, like I said, belongs to Taurus. So practical, tangible, touchable things, that steady Eddie value that we have, it will challenge some people a little bit, because Venus is having a conversation with Libra, Mars is having its conversation with Libra still. And even though Venus is all up in there, because you have Saturn, Venus is supporting Libra and Taurus, okay? There is this whole issue with Pluto Capricorn energy. So we've talked about the Pluto energy, the Saturn energy coming through. The Saturn energy is about your boundaries and your responsibilities and those different types of things that are coming through, and structure. And the Capricorn energy is challenging a little bit about what those valuations would really be, because the best part of Capricorn is their duty and their perseverance. Like, we're just going to get that done. That's why people get tied to the devil too much, because they put too much emphasis on it. So that energy is going to come into play a little bit on Thursday, practicality with the things that need to be challenged. And then on Friday, we do have a couple of squares, but the best thing that I can say, because we still have that energy that shows up on Friday with that whole Capricorn Pluto energy, we also have now the tangible, touchable things that, Taurus wants to be able to bring in, those steady Eddie values with that huge expansive energy that wants to come in and change. So those are the two squares that come through in the situation. But I think the trine and the fact that it's entering into Scorpio really kind of is is like the big kicker. So at some point the conversation changes, and the whole Taurian energy that comes through is like, nah, man, this is what we got to do. And Scorpio's like, yeah, man, let's like kill the old and let's bring in the new ones. Let's rah, let's get this done, right? So that's why Friday's a really, really good day. Sunday also happens to be a really, really good day because of the two big trines it has. Now, Saturday and Sunday belong to Gemini, okay? So conversation. Now is where we're starting to have a little bit more conversation about the things that we've been maybe holding on to for the past couple of weeks with Mercury being in retrograde. Bring out your plans, bring out the things that you've been working on, dust them off, take a look at it, massage a couple of different things, because you're going to be ready to start talking about them this particular weekend, and there will be some support for you. But we do have the trine that happens with that conversation in Gemini with Mercury and Libra, again, trying to balance out the things that want to come through. And then the other trine is the whole Jupiter in Aquarius, expansive, creative mode. So that is the energetics of what's happening this week. Now, this is your card, Virgo. Wisdom. Gaining greater insights. If I'm not mistaken, Aries also got this card. So again, if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, that significant placement, you're going to want to maybe take a look at that, because I think there could be some additional messaging that will resonate with you as well. But gaining greater insight about something. So this is the energy of 3, catalyst energy, something propelling you forward. And whatever that is, you're going to be getting a lot of learning out of this, or you're going to be utilizing the learning that you have up until this point to support this greater wisdom and knowledge. This is kind of a no bullshit card that we have here. This is a big energy, okay? There's something that is about you or around you that is vast, all right? Now, this week we're using, again, the Psychic Tarot deck for the base of our reading, and we will clarify with the in-between, because we are still in the in-between portion. I was very surprised that they wanted me to do it the way that they did last week, but it is what it is. But now we're getting into the energetics of the actual changeover into this week with the big changes. So let's kind of see where we're at. So this is Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For the week of the 18th through the 24th. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are out. Thank you. Okay. What supports the chakra card, please? On Wednesday, full moon. Woohoo! 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 Okay, thank you. I think I had did I not have another flipper? No, you did not. Okay. Sorry. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, please. Wow. Saturday. Woo! That was a big one. And Sunday. All right, so here's the deal, guys. You guys know that this deck is not technically meant to be read in the reverse position, which is the reason why they wanted me to do it, because we're at a point where there's some turns that are getting ready to happen here for you. You're in the middle of the turn. Basically, what this is about is making sure that this week you can rest as much as you possibly can. New is coming. Something is a little bit out of balance, especially when it comes to movement forward. So that Taurus energy is really going to mess with some of you guys. That physical, tangible, touchable value. We're going to take a look at what that is. Not bad, because at the end of the day, it looks like you are very strong in order to get this to go through, but the universe is asking you to rest this week, okay? What we have here laid out specifically is the Three of Wands in the reverse position. Now, in the upright, this is what we will want to see, our ships coming in, partnerships and alliances. Doesn't mean it's not coming, it's in the transition mode, okay? On the energy of Tuesday, you have the Six of Cups in the reverse position, okay? Spirit messages, people coming from the past, childlike enthusiasm. Okay. We transition from the 6 to the 7 when we get to Wednesday. Now, as I'm sitting here looking at the energy of this, we have the energy of 6699. So, and then 333. 333, the Masters. 99. A lot of spiritual momentum forward for a lot of people, but at least the energy of just like trying to get through this next little hurdle. And then the 66, you can take a look at what that means for you individually. Just Google the different meanings for the number sequences, but I think a lot of this has a lot to do, again, with your physical body itself, which is why rest comes into play. When we get to the energy of Wednesday, we have a decision that seems like it might have been made. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse position, something came to your awareness and you made a decision about something. We're going to clarify. On Thursday, and that's full moon, so releasing something. Maybe as you release, you're finding some more detail out. On Thursday, we have the High Priestess that shows up here. Okay, and what I think is the biggest thing about the High Priestess for me is that energy of Taurus definitely has a conjunction that's going on with the whole Uranus and Taurus energy. That's the energy of the Fool. So there's something that these two for me are like kind of merged together, because there's an awareness about a forward momentum or a specific step that you need to be able to take in your walk. Okay. When we get to the energy of Friday, what we have is the Hangman in reverse. We have, we've got Neptune that's hanging out in the reverse position here. Now, this card is titled Sacrifice. So what I find interesting is that someone is stepping up to the plate about something, and they're no longer allowing themselves to be like the sacrificial lamb in one sense, okay? The Fool energy wants to come through, and very clearly that is what's getting ready to happen here. What I find interesting is that on Saturday, we had the energy of the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. So for me, this has a lot to do with an individual who is becoming more strong in themselves if they are able to realize why they're sacrificing in the first place. Here, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position can mean codependency, right? Not standing in your power, being completely ungrounded, not appreciating the attitude of gratitude, like what you really have around you, and therefore it kind of puts you off kilter a little bit. So that's the energy of what's going on there on Saturday. We'll clarify. But then on Sunday, there seems to be this energy of you kind of pulling it back together on that really good day, like I talked about, with all these different changes happening about your personal level of expansion and responsibility for what's going on. Okay. Now, before I go into clarifiers, I'm going to pull out the Keepers of the Light Master. Okay, let's see what the Masters have for our Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here we go. Virgo. Ready. Thank you. Thank you. For some of you Virgos, this is definitely going to be regarding a relationship, okay? This is the second time this came out. So I think this card also came out with, was it Gemini or Cancer? Soul Flame. You need to be able to rediscover a lost part of your own self. Codependency. Codependency. You need to rediscover parts of your own self, and you need to experience a relationship with harmony and healing. And there's a potential that it's not in the current situationship that you're in. And so there's going to be greater wisdom and insight that comes to you, but definitely there's things that are showing up here. Now, again, because partnership showed up in the reverse position and Monday seems to be kind of a heavy day. Again, only one card showed up in the upright here, which means this is going to be a longer reading. I hope that you stick with me because I really want to make sure that we can uncover and unpack everything that Virgo is going through right now. Now, I know last week was maybe kind of a really good reading, but that's how things goes, right? Things change. Energetically, things change. But let's go ahead and dig into the energy of what's going on with Virgo. They said stop. What do you want me to do? They want me to go into a numerology. All right, numerology for our Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What else do we need to know? Sun, Moon, and Rising for our Virgo. Thank you. 2 cards. Okay. 1. Time out. 2. Oh, that was fast. Got it. The reason why people are having a potential conversation or a potential issue in their situationship is that a timeout is needed so that you can increase your communication. Again, with the 3-3. All right. So some of you you need to dig and you need to have some conversation this week. But the universe is also saying to you that you also need to give yourself some time and a break. So again, that supports the whole rest and rejuvenation energy that I'm getting out of this completely in the first place. It's like you need to just rest a little bit, take a time out. And with that time out, there's a perspective change that will happen. And then you'll be able to communicate and articulate some things differently in your situationship, whatever that happens to be. Okay. Now let's get into the details. Let's find out specifically what's up with Virgo on this Monday with the 3 of Wands in the reverse position. Not supposed to be bad in the reverse, but we're doing it. 5 of Swords into the 6 of Swords. Somebody, I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. Somebody said something to somebody and it was not taken well. Hold on. Okay, so what's the current energy then? Thank you. Okay. Got it. So here's what we've got going on here. The 6 of Swords is the energy of trying to move on into this next situation. The problem is, Virgo, whether you intentionally did it or not, you may have created a little bit of challenge for your partner, whoever that is, whether it's domestic partner, spouse, business partner. This is off the scales a little bit on Monday. Obviously, this is free will and you have the opportunity to change this. This is why you watch tarot, so that you can get a heads up on this different parts of the situation. But so far, this is what we've got going on. Whether or not you meant to do it, you created some kerfluffle with this 5 of Swords energy. You were trying to articulate what it is that you wanted, but you just didn't do it in a very kind way. That wasn't very well thought out, perhaps. Maybe you blurted something out, perhaps. You just didn't have your mind wrapped around the conversation, which is not like you at all, because you're very detailed about things. However, whatever it is that you're trying to articulate about what it is that you want for an expansion did not go over well. This is the expansion. You're talking about this creative energy that you have within yourself, and you're trying to articulate that, but it was not received well at all. So the High Priestess is coming back here. So this is the energy, whoopsies, of the Empress and the High Priestess energy together. The High Priestess is getting ready to come back. So let's figure out what else is going on here. Yeah. 10 of Wands energy. However the energy got left between you and whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're like, ugh, I'm done with this particular situation. We got to figure out how to spark it back up with this Ace of Wands energy that wants to come in. It's just not here yet. Okay? Not that it's not coming. It's just not here yet. Okay? All right. I feel comfortable moving forward. Therefore, when we hit the energy of Tuesday, we've got the Six of Cups energy. It's like, how do I explain the Six of Cups in the reverse position? So if you had an older person, not meaning age-wise, but if you had an old flame or an old person like show back up in your environment, the Six of Cups is saying like you're letting that go. So old good times, like they're gone. They're gone. You're trying to move on to this next new thing. Let's figure out what's going on with the Six of Cups here for Virgo on Tuesday. Wow, they said take all of them right in that order. They are ready to go here, you guys. Okay. Judgment is at play again here, you guys. So yeah, this was the situation. You've got the Tower and the Star, which means there is an avoidance, trying to make a different decision or a better way to do that. Now, this is the Six of Cups in this in-between deck, which turns into the Seven of Cups decision-making time. There's maybe a better way to make a decision or something of that nature. There's a better decision, a better way to do whatever it is that you were trying to do over here, okay? What the result is going to be potentially is with regards to the household, the business, the structure of wherever it is that you're at with your situationship, you and this individual or individuals, is going to go from a little bit of stability, but there's going to be a little bit of hostility in there, a little bit. Okay, there's going to be a little bit. All right. The Five of Wands is the energy of self-defeating conflict sometimes. Now, there's also competition. Somebody, I'll just leave it at that. However, if you can get to the point of articulating your point, this is the Knight of Swords, clarity coming through. If you can clean up what it is that you were trying to discuss before, and or this energy is coming towards you, because it could go both ways really, then this is the energy of trying to express really kind of what's going on and sharing the detail. You will become, or this individual will become seen as, yes, okay, I finally get what you're trying to say about this business, about this relationship, about this project, about this home. I'm on board with it. I totally understand what you're saying. We're all on the same page of music. Whatever the conversation is that needs to come out, that's what's going to come out on Tuesday, if you are open to reapproaching the situation in a different way, okay? Therefore, that Seven of Cups that comes out, yeah, there's a decision that was made with the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. So the Seven of Cups upright is all these different opportunities and avenues that are available. And the universe just says choose wisely, because you can have every single one of these cups, but you're not going to be able to drink them all at once. Most people won't, okay? So you usually have to start with picking one, drinking that energy down so that you're full, and you can go grab the other ones in order, right? Whatever that order is, because you get to pick. But at the end of the day, there's an awareness that's coming towards you, all right? Strong awareness. So let's go ahead and get into this Seven of Cups energy. What has Virgo decided, or what is going on with the Seven of Cups? We're going to put that one back in because I fat fingered that one. Seven of Wands into the Eight of Wands. Okay, yeah. Unexpected. Something unexpected came through. Passionate action. Something unexpected. Woo! Nine of Coins in the reverse position. Challenging your Autonomy is what I'm getting out of this. 9 of Coins again. Your stake in the ground, your independence, you're being grounded. Some of you are just aware of, you're going to have the awareness of how powerful your actual words are. Oh my God, did I do that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So what we have here is the energy of the Devil in the reverse position with the Tower. So there's an escape that is available to you. Okay. And what we have here is the Sun in the reverse position with the Judgment hanging out, receiving more information. So if you can go in and receive the information from Spirit on this particular day, you might even receive the words, the communication, water, that might be necessary to really help change the situation or really help articulate it out. But that's what's going on. There was something shocking that came up into your awareness, and there's potentially more that's going to come up. I'm not saying it's negative, because the situation could be anything, right? Hey, you bought a new car without telling me. Well, yeah, I felt like I really needed one. One of those kind of domestic kind of conversations. Or, wait a minute, you signed this contract and I wasn't a part of this contract. What is that going on? How do we do that? You know, it could be anything as simplistic as that, even though for me those would be kind of big things, but it could be something simplistic as that. However, when we get to the energy of Thursday, the energy of the High Priestess is saying, yeah, you kind of know what you need to be able to do at this particular moment. Your intuition is right on target. You are also going to be aware of how to absorb this other person's energy. And I don't mean absorb it, but you're gonna have an awareness of what this person may be able to say next, because many of you are extremely, extremely highly tuned in. You could be a High Priestess yourself, very spiritual person. Yeah, some of you that are watching are readers or healers of some shape, fashion, or form. And what this is about for you is trying to find the balance of the articulation of you moving your medium forward. And it just wasn't taken well from this past up until now at this particular moment. So if you're catching this before next Monday, maybe you have a couple of days that you can maybe really think about some things. But that's straight up what that's about. Let's figure out what's going on with the Sacrifice card, because again, the Sacrifice card that comes out is mixed with the Sun. Now the Sun in this reverse position still is one of the shiniest cards in the deck, the good card in the deck, because it's highlighting and enforcing what's going on with this Judgment card. If you've thought about it and you've made your conscious decision and you said, screw it, I'm standing by what I did and what I said because of X, Y, or Z, then know that that's where the Sacrifice card in the reverse position comes out, and it says, no, screw you, I'm done with this hanging out here. I need to be over here. And, you know, you've had some deep conversations. Let's get into this Sacrifice card a little bit for Virgo. Woo! The World and the Fool. Yeah, kind of talked about it on this particular day. When we get to the energy of Friday, this is where the Uranus and the Piscean energy kind of comes into play. The tangible, touchable thing. The world wanting to expand and create this new cycle for yourself. Did I have another flipper? Wanting to kind of come through in the universe. There's a couple of different challenges on this day. It's still a good day overall, but I think this is where you're going to gain a lot more wisdom and insight within this Thursday-Friday period, to be perfectly honest with you. I could be wrong. 5 of Cups energy. Just tired and bored to death. There's a complacency that's in the energy of you or whoever else it is that you're dealing with. 4 of Cups is the energy of being bored and discontent. I beg your pardon, this is the 5 of Cups into the 6 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is indicating healing needed to continuing to happen because there's been discontent and boredom. Back into your 6 of Cups, this happier moment that we have up here, this reconciliation. So there's healing energy, recognition that there's healing. And then the final card we have again is the justice and the wheel, like being cognizant of what it is that you need to be able to do to like correct a particular situation, even if it's for yourself. If it was in the upright position, this would be a warning. Every universe is trying to say, hey, yeah, you're heeding the warning here about what it is that we're trying to tell you, okay? With regards to the independence that shows up on Saturday, this Nine of Pentacles, let's see what we have here for Virgo. One. You want all these? Yes. Okay, here we go. So what we have here is the death of ego happening for somebody. Yeah, we got the death of the ego happening for somebody. Somebody might realize, and I'm going to read this in both directions. The Page of Swords upright is they're asking you to make sure that you're continually going in and or that you've received information from spirit. Your conversations within the hangman phase, which is getting you ready to deliver the next part of the message because you've gotten the download. The other portion of it is that you might be looking backwards a little bit at yourself and not really willing to carry that message. It's possible that you are dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but we've got the King of Coins that shows up here into the Page of Coins. So in the upright position, we're talking about being able to continue on with something that has been built, additional growth, passing on the things of energy. If it shows up in the reverse position, and I'm reading it both ways because that's what they said to do, then this is the energy of some not agreeing to move forward with a couple of different things. You have the Queen of Cups in the upright position into the King of Cups. Not only are we looking at being emotionally stable enough to agree that this is what we're trying to do, we're making the honest and best decision for ourselves. In the reverse position, it means completely the opposite. There's a lot of moodiness that's going on here, and either you or whoever else it is that you're dealing with is not receiving this communication very, very well. Okay. Let's move on. I really do feel as though I want to get just basic clarification on this Nine of Wands energy that we have for Sunday. Virgo. Hermit mode. There you are. You need to not resist going in and doing what needs to happen on this particular day. Whatever it is that you do, if you can go in and do some additional meditation, you will reduce your anxiety. It's short-lived, this particular situation. 999. Again, yes, you're almost at the end of the cycle. And you will have additional clarity. Archangel Michael shows up here for you. King of Swords energy, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy as well. We do have the Jupiter in Aquarius energy that shows up on this day, but we also have Mercury in Libra that shows up on this day too, supporting conversation. The support of the conversation is a choice that needs to be made, and this choice that needs to be made is going to support you with this Ace of Pentacles moving forward. There is healing that needs to get done, but there's reconciliation possible with regards to this situationship that you happen to be in, and getting over the conflict again, and then being back in your good graces. So basically what has to happen is that you've got to be able to make a decision. You and whoever this Knight of Cups is, Two of Swords coming up, the Knight of Cups again. Is that the Knight? Yeah, that's the Knight of Cups. There might be this choice to want to try to reconcile and try to bring something back and really listen to what this other person is saying. But at the end of the day, this boils down to you and your awareness. Only you know what's going to be best for you at this particular moment with the Seven of Cups. If you've spent a lot of time involved with somebody, wow. Okay. Here we go. We're back. I'm going to just go ahead and read this because this sums up the whole reading. You have a decision to make about a situationship, a partner, a business partner, doesn't really matter. This Hangman in the reverse position, this sacrifice that shows up again, is about you being a little bit out of balance, or the situation being a little bit out of balance. This Page of Swords shows up again, not being willing to go in and receive the information, and or not being free to feel as though you can speak this information. This Aries energy that comes through, this Mercury direct, this Jupiter direct, might be messing with your flow just a little bit, but it is about organizing your thoughts, and it is about organization as well. Ace of Swords comes in to give you that ultimate clarity. It's a double-edged sword, though, in this particular case, because you can really slice it thin, or you can really stab somebody to death. The High Priestess is trying to tell you, you know what the best thing is for you. Call on spirit. There's healing that's available for you and this other individual in this spirit situation. With regards to the Seven of Cups choice that you're fixing to make, you may not want to continue to work on this situation. You might be completely done with this situation. For some of you, it will be the release of something that has been binding you for a while that's no longer in your best interest. You're trying to be autonomous, back into your own good graces with this Nine of Pentacles. It could have something to do with this Taurus. This is the Hierophant card. It could have something to do with greater commitment to yourself, greater learning and wisdom that comes out of it. You could be dealing, like I said, with the Earth sign. It could be a Taurus. The Hierophant energy that comes through, and again, at the bottom of the deck, it's the Four of Swords. Resting is what's needed on this. The Hierophant means commitment, higher learning, ready to graduate to the next level, learning your lesson, gaining the wisdom and the insight that you needed out of this particular situation. Woo! That was for somebody specific. I really feel that was probably like a really quick personal read for for somebody out there. And if that's the case, I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and move forward then, because yeah, I think that was a lot, universe. That was a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Okay, so we're going to pull out the dragon cards, because the dragons want to come forward and have some communication. Being in our ethers right now, supporting us with the violet flame, cleaning some things up, and it's all good. So let's see what we have for our Virgos with the dragon energy. Here we go. That was super fast. Thank you very much. The fire and water dragon enables you to flow your life with loving force, prepare for change, and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and actually have some fun. So there's different changes that are coming, definitely. Okay, fire and water, steamy. Like I said, there's potential for reconciliation if there's been some craziness that has happened. And if all you're trying to do is articulate yourself, then maybe that's what you got to be able to do. Let's move over. We've got the timeout. We've got the communication. We've got soul flame that comes through, making sure that you're honoring your ability to have and experience relationship harmony for yourself, and healing in a relationship or situationship for yourself and another. Dragons are automatically here to give us the violet flame to help clear out any of those old situations. Okay? And out of this, again, gaining wisdom and insight. Let's go forward with our Starseed Oracle. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Got 2 cards. The first card is Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song. Frequency of sound and really diving deep. So this is not something that you can avoid, Virgo, if you are in a situationship that's got a little bit of crack in it right now. You've got to be able to dig deep for yourself as well as the other person out of respect for what's going on, right? And lifting the veil. Anything that is unaligned must go. Now, breaking up. I didn't say breaking up. What I did say is that you have to be articulate enough in the things that need to be said for yourself and your highest good. Shifting of relationships for a lot of signs has been happening over the past 3 months, and it's going to continue until the rest of the year, because as we come more into galactic alignment, things that are not for you must go. Some of you have things that you must do. Does it hurt to change a relationship? Not if we're agreeing what that change needs to be. It might be uncomfortable until we agree to agree or disagree. But some changes in relationships need to be made. And it doesn't matter if it's a working relationship and you are trying to negotiate a contract. It's not going well. You said what you said. And something else needs to come out of it with someone else's agreement with in that conversation. Regardless, sometimes people don't feel confident enough to speak about what they need. The universe is going, no. At this point in time, everybody needs to say what's on their mind so that you can get what you want. Okay? That's what they're saying. They are asking me to add an additional card to each of these piles that we have. So right now we're going to go into the stacks that we have for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Okay? And then they're asking me to put an additional card into that. And they want me to use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun for that. So I will. So here we go. If you are a Virgo Sun, then here are your additional messages. First, Archangel Ariel shows up here. Peaceful warrior. This is the strength card. Archangel Ariel is responsible for the animal kingdom, but she is also responsible for the energy of that healing that comes through with the strength card. Okay, so if you can call on Archangel Ariel if you would like to have a little additional support. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. Okay, call on Archangel Ariel to help you. All right. From the Earth Magic deck, what you have is, this is the dawn of a new beginning for you, and to honor that. And from the Black Moon Astrology deck, what we have here, Virgo Sun, is solar eclipse. The solar eclipse energy that we have here is, what is that? Revolution. Cycles changing. Sorry, I'm just getting details right now and I'm trying to listen to what they're saying because it doesn't work if I try to talk and listen at the same time. Yeah, this is about choice. This is about your choice. The universe is cycling back around and they're giving you a do-over. They're giving you, where did it go? I'm pretty sure that I saw it sit here. This is basically Two of Wands energy. Yeah, here it is. That's what this is for you, Virgo Sun. This is about choices. This is about options. Remember when I said to you guys, and I always say this, but remember when I say that the Two of Wands energy doesn't always have to be challenging. Because when you're presented with the Two of Wands, you can go left or you can go right. At the end of the day, both come out to the same point. And so that's what this card is trying to tell you. There's another opportunity. There's potentially another path that you can take that will help you to get to your end game. So utilize the universe this week in order to help you with that. I'll do these, well, no, now. All right, so Virgo Sun, this is your additional message. Wisdom. You need to use this. This is called the inheritance card. So the inheritance card being in the reverse position for me is like you're not necessarily hearing or seeing that something. This is for me more education. So this is the energy of Saturn in Scorpio. So perhaps Scorpio season, like I said, when we get to the 22nd, that's when things will start to push forward with this forward momentum on this Saturday. Okay, that's where some things are going to come to fruition when you really take the time to kind of go in a little bit and figure out what your messaging is. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I have for you there. If you are a Virgo rising, then these are your messages. Where's your angel card? Oh no! Oh, here it is. Sorry, I dumped it over. Sorry about that, you guys. We have Archangels Raphael, the divine physician. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Okay. Did we talk about this already? I don't know if we did. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. We have Archangel Raphael asking you to call on him to help you support you with anything that you need from your physical body standpoint. Rest is required for you. Rest is required. And if you need Archangel Raphael to come in and step into your field to help you with body, mind, or spirit, he's the one to call, because he can take care of a lot of those different things and call in the additional group of people as well. Why is that necessary for you, Virgo rising? Because what you're going through is a lot of volatility right now. As much rest and recuperation that you can get in this particular situation is going to be what you need, including time out, right? Yeah. Virgo, if you have Scorpio in your chart, then this is going to be a very, very interesting reading. We have Scorpio, I transformed. This is the energy of the death card, my friends. Something must change. Something must change with what it is that that's going on with you. So the only thing that I can say is that at the beginning or up until this point, you might have started to get the inklings of this, and you started to and you didn't have a second to really analyze what it is that you were going to say first. That's where this energy is coming from. And then it's all about what Mercury is doing right now within your thought process, within your mind. What I would say also is that if you've got Mercury, find where Mercury is in your natal chart to figure out the additional messages that could potentially be there for you. But a lot of this is volatile, because you are going through a transition right now, and you're supposed to be going through this transition right now. What else do we have for our Virgo rising, please? Yeah, this is about choice. This is about your choice in the situation. Now, this would be Mars and Libra energy that pops up through here. And this Mars and Libra energy we talked about a little bit earlier on in the week. This is Friday, like literally when it shows up in the universe is Friday's energy, Mars and Libra. And then it's about this energy of optimism for moving forward. So this is the Sun and Sagittarius energy, right? The Sun? No, Moon and Sagittarius energy. I beg your pardon. Moon and Sagittarius energy is what this optimism is about. Okay, so you've got to find this. You got to find this energy for yourself. So the Sagittarian energy, just to put it out there, comes into play specifically on Sunday, specifically on Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday is when the energy of Sagittarius is here. Remember, I told you it's that push forward energy. It's also 9. Think positively about how you want this to end for yourself as well. And maybe the universe can help you articulate what that looks like for you. Okay? If you are a Virgo moon, these are your messages. Sorry, I dropped a card. Hang on, I gotta go get it. It's way over there. Okay, sorry about that. It was way at the other end of the table. If you are a Virgo rising, first, the universe wants you to know that you have trustworthy friends that you can call on to help you communicate and articulate the situation if you really need to, including the universe itself. Okay? Trustworthy friends. So thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. And maybe that's part of the thing that you want to try to call into yourself. Island, solitude. You need to spend some time in hermit mode. We talked about that. Spend some time in hermit mode. You have the air element that comes through. Communication, yeah. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy that comes through with this communication piece. That's the Ace of Swords clarity that comes through in a sense. Did we have the Ace? I think we did. We had the Ace of Swords clarity that comes through on Sunday. It's up in this pile somewhere. I know that I saw it. Yep, there it is. Ace of Swords. That's this card right here. Okay, clarity coming through on this particular day for you. You also got another card. You have the Piscean card that is the I believe card. And the Piscean energy that we have is, again, the energy of the Hangman. I believe it's like getting it's getting into the groove of what the universe is trying to share with you. Now, I know we had the Hangman show up like 15 ways from Sunday up in this camp this week, you guys. I know we did. You've got to be in Virgo mode. Let's just use this one. Well, that's this one. It's Sacrifice. It's the Hangman. Okay? It's exactly what this card is here. It's the Sacrifice card. Neptune. Okay? What is it that you believe Allow yourself to maybe receive a little bit of a different perspective on the particular situation, but you have to know what it is for yourself before you can articulate it for somebody else. Go within. So Virgo Moon, let's go in and see what the universe wants to share here with our Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Virgo Moon. Woo! Praise! This is beautiful. Out of this whole situation, Virgo Moon, you are going to be inspired. It's the inspiration card that shows up here. Again, that's Piscean energy that shows up with the energy of Mercury. So that's what you need. The air communication that's coming through, this is what you're going to receive. You're going to receive all the clarity that you need by going in, and you're going to be inspired to take different action on whatever this case or situation happens to be for you. Now, to wrap this reading up, everybody, I'm going to go into this wisdom card. Again, I told you it's 3 energy. It's catalyst. You're strong enough to get through it, though. Let's see what we have. Something must change. Figure it out from the universe what that is for you, and ask for the support that you need in order to get there. If you need a mantra for this particular week to help you with this change that's afoot for you, then what you have here is from the shadows into the light. From the shadows into the light. From the shadows into the light. And so it is, and so be it, okay? Owl medicine helps work through our etheric layers, okay? Archangel Michael helps to seal our etheric layers, working as a vacuum by clearing and cleaning old debris, and then refilling each space with light. Picture a light bulb turning on a shining light and clarity into these spaces that you're clearing, cleansing out. And by shifting your energy, you will feel yourself connecting to source more easily, okay? So the crystal suggestion, if you happen to have it, I don't know if you can see, it's the Merkaba that's on the owl's chest for wisdom. That's this little guy that's right here. And any size, shape, form that you have is going to be supportive of your light body. Okay. The other suggestion would be Lemurian quartz if you have one. You can also use selenite, apophyllite, Herkimer diamond, and if you have an amethyst, Brandberg amethyst, that's a really good clear one for conscious clearing, protection, and bringing in the light, that violet ray light as well. So Virgo, again, you deserve to have love and balance in your relationships. Maybe you need to start calling that in if you've been having some challenges. Make sure that you understand this is all about communication for you this week, and you do need time out. Take your time out, okay? You know, when we were kids, we used to get upset when we got called to our rooms or put in punishment or restriction or being grounded, as I've heard it called in different energies. And as an adult, I cannot wait to have quiet time to my damn self sometimes, you know what I mean? But the fire and water dragon, creating steam, is talking about enabling your life to flow with loving force, okay? So prepare for a change and to move forward quickly. There is resolution to situations for any of the different ways that this would happen to show up for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for sticking with and allowing me to share these messages with you. I love doing this so much. You guys know that. If you didn't resonate with everything, you already know what to do. Take a look at the Sun, Moon, Rising, and or North Node. You had some other suggestions in this reading for taking a look at specific things in your chart. Otherwise, many, many, many blessings. If you need personal support, make sure that you look in the description box below. You can book in with me. But other than that, have a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.